my dad having an old pickup truck. It was a Mighty Max, or early 90s Mitsubishi. And every time he'd have to do something, he'd ask me for my help. I mean, I didn't do much besides hold the lie or hand them wrenches, but I just remember it was really like good connection we had. It was fun, like being able to help my dad and saying like, hey, I helped put this together. And another thing that I think really influenced me was playing the game Initial D. It's this really cool game that has all these like Japanese legends of cars, like the Skylines, the early Evos we never got here, the RX-7s. It's just a really fun game. I used to go to the arcade with my friends and we'd play. I was never really good at it, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. And pretty much throughout the game, you take a car, you modify it, and you pretty much touge through canyons. And that's one of the big reasons why I really got into the Japanese scene and like just driving in canyons. My name is Paul Osorio, and I drive a 1997 Mitsubishi Mirage. So the way I got the Mirage was actually unintentional. I was just looking at the for sale ads on mirageforums.net, and I see that there's a 1997 coupe for sale. It was really nice blue, and it just stood out to me. The engine had a 2.4 swap, but the car wasn't running. The guy had some timing issues. And so I shoot him a message, we talk back and forth, and we come into a deal. I paid around $600 to get it shipped from Arkansas down here to SoCal. And I get the car. I think it's gonna be like a cakewalk to get it running. Next thing I know, it's not. I'm having a hard time. I have a friend come over, he tries to do, he can't. Car sits for about a year before I actually put another motor together and get the car running. Being a Mirage owner is kind of tough. I remember looking online, trying to find parts to modify a car like anybody would at a young age that's into modifying cars, and I could barely find anything. And just searching through Google, I found this little site called mirageforums.net, this really tight-knit community of a bunch of Mirage owners of 4th gen and 5th gen Mirages. And they had how-tos, parts that would fit from other cars, and all this great info that I didn't even know existed, which was amazing to me at the time. There was other like-minded people like me trying to modify these cars like nobody saw as anything special. So the motor is a 2.4 Fuji64. It was actually assembled by my friend. His name is Justin Merrill. So the head that's on the motor is actually off the G4JS motor. It's very similar to the Evo head, as pretty much anything that fits the Evo head will bolt onto that head. And that head is available off the Hyundai Sonata and the Kia Optima. So for the exhaust, I'm running a no-name header. Downpipe back, it's all custom. It's all 2.5 stainless steel. For the resonator, I'm running a 2.5 Vibrant Ultra Quiet. And for the muffler, I'm running a 3rd gen Eclipse V6 muffler. For suspension, I'm just running BC Racing coilovers and factory strut bars. So exterior-wise, I'm running factory US Mirage side skirts. I'm running a Japanese spec front bumper, front fog lights, and headlights, Evo 4 rear bumper, and Evo 4 rear trunk, along with taillights. Driving a Mirage is pretty different. I've had people that come up to me and they tell me like, why did you modify? Like, I've had people laugh that I've modified a Mirage. I've had people think it's like the coolest thing. To me, it's a great car. I've really enjoyed it. I enjoy the fact that it's different. Like, I can drive somewhere and I know there's not gonna be another one like it parked next to me. So if I had any advice for anybody trying to get into the car scene, I would suggest not buying somebody else's project, because I learned my lesson the hard way. But I also suggest just do things right the first time. Like, don't cheap out, buy a cheap part. It breaks, you spend twice as much replacing it, and build what you want to build. Just because it's not popular or somebody thinks it's like a lame car doesn't mean that you think it's lame. If you want to do it, go for it.